What's up, it's Phil from Fit World Exposed, and in today's episode we're going to be talking about the snatch grip deadlift. I'm going to be addressing 3 commonly asked questions regarding this exercise. And by the way, if you guys have any other questions regarding the snatch grip deadlift, please write them down in the comment section below and I'll do my best to answer them within the next few videos. But anyways, the snatch grip deadlift, you guys hear me talking about it all the time. It's kind of like how Alex always talks about rack pulls above the knee. I'm like the snatch grip deadlift guy. I'm really trying to popularize this lift a lot more because I feel like it's a very underrated upper back and lat builder. And I feel like a lot more lifters who are really concerned about their back growth should be doing this exercise. From the floor, from a deficit, from below the knee. There's just too many benefits for this exercise to be overlooked. But I feel like a lot of people don't do it properly. And a lot of people want to know certain things about it because it's not the most common lift to be doing a deadlift with a super wide grip. So people have questions and I have the answers, so let's get into it. Okay, so the first commonly asked question is, could the snatch grip deadlift become a main lift? And to that I have to say, absolutely yes. If you're not a power lifter, or if you're not an Olympic weightlifter, you could pretty much make your own big 3. And you don't even have to have a big 3 either. You could have a big 5, or you could even have a big 1. There's no rules when you're not competing. You could pretty much do what you want and sky's the limit. So the snatch grip deadlift, just as a little spoiler, it's one of the main lifts, one of the main staple exercises in my Silverback program that's dropping when I hit 10,000 subs, because I found that there's a direct correlation between how much someone can snatch grip deadlift and their upper back and lat growth. So let's say if you snatch grip deadlift, 455, you take that to 500, you're going to see a significant amount of growth in your upper back and lat department. So to answer this question, absolutely yes. It's a great lift. It's the range of motion is a lot bigger than a regular deadlift. I don't see why it couldn't be a good candidate for a main lift. So don't listen to these powerlifters who say that if it's not a deadlift done conventional or sumo, it can't be a main lift. You can definitely make the snatch grip deadlift a main exercise, and there are actually some bodybuilders in rare cases who actually prioritize this lift more than the conventional deadlift. Okay, so the second most commonly asked question is, why does the snatch grip deadlift give certain people hip pain? And the answer is fairly simple. A lot of people just don't have the proper amount of adequate hip mobility to get in such a low position in the first place. So you have a lot of people who they have zero hip pain when doing conventional deadlifts, but then they hear about the snatch grip deadlift and the back hypertrophy benefits, and then they just go to a snatch grip pretty much a week later. And that's too much of a fast transition in my opinion if you have like cranky hips. So the solution to this would be to warm up your hips a lot more thoroughly. You could start doing hip swings from various directions, stuff of that nature, just stuff to loosen up the hips. And more importantly, it's to gradually work up to the snatch grip over time. So if you're used to using a clean grip on your deadlift, I'd recommend that every week you gradually just widen out the grip a bit more. So maybe after a month and a half, you're using a semi-snatch grip, and then maybe after 2 months you're using a snatch grip. Next thing you know, you're in that low position, it feels more comfortable, but just keep in mind that you have to work into it over time. Okay, to address the last question in this video, can novices do the snatch grip deadlift? Now, this is a very controversial question and you're going to get some very controversial answers. So if you ask different coaches across the board, you're going to get all kinds of answers, but I'll give you my thoughts on it. I personally think that as a novice, the snatch grip deadlift could be implemented, because if your goal is to build a bigger and stronger upper back and lats, you're going to be doing the lift later on down the line anyways, so you might as well start doing it now. At the same time, I still think that novices should be doing straight bar conventional deadlifts as well. So what a novice could do is have both in the system. Novices could also, in certain cases, just do the snatch grip deadlift. There's all kinds of cases and it's not so set in stone. So there's a lot of Olympic weightlifters who don't even do any conventional deadlifts, but they do a lot of snatch grip deadlifts. And they do a bunch of cleans and full snatches and stuff of that nature. So it's kind of hard for me to answer this question, but I personally think that it could be done. And if anything, a novice could for sure get away with doing a semi-snatch grip deadlift. So it's pretty much like a deadlift where you're using a wide bench press grip. A lot of people won't have a problem with that. But just to answer this question, it really depends on the individual. So I'd have to see. And also in my Silverback program, I'm going to make different levels of programs for different people. So I'm going to have programs for novices, I'm going to have programs for intermediates, advanced, I'm going to have upper lowers, full body, different amount of days for people with their availabilities and stuff of that nature. Yeah, so there you guys have it. Very quick video. I just answered 3 very common snatch grip deadlift questions. Now, don't forget, if you guys have any more snatch grip deadlift questions, let me know in the comment section below. The next few videos, I'll do my best to answer them. But most importantly, the take-home message is I want you guys to try out the snatch grip deadlift if building a bigger back is your goal. Because I personally find that snatch grip lifts in general, they pretty much revolutionized my back, and I swear by them, but I also swear by the snatch grip deadlift. So I want to know your experiences of the lift. If you have any questions, just let me know. So I'll see you guys in the next video.